The narrative of My Brother Sam is Dead revolves around the Meeker family, led by Tim Meeker, during the tumultuous years of the American Revolutionary War. Initially published in 1974, this acclaimed novel garnered several prestigious accolades, including a Newbery Honor, recognition from the American Library Association as a notable children's book, and a nomination for the National Book Award. Co-authored by James Lincoln Collier and Christopher Collier, siblings who collaborated on a series of historical novels targeting young adults, the book emerges as a poignant portrayal of a boy thrust into adulthood amidst the chaos of conflict. James, a seasoned journalist, primarily crafted the narrative, while Christopher, an esteemed historian and college professor, contributed meticulous research and insightful analysis. Together, they weave a compelling tale of familial strife and personal growth against the backdrop of war. Through a coming-of-age lens, the novel delves into profound themes, including the stark contrast between the romanticized ideals of war and its harsh realities, the profound impact of conflict on families, and the unwavering loyalty to one's principles. The story unfolds in April 1775, as Tim Meeker, the story's first-person narrator and protagonist, finds his world upended by the sudden return of his elder brother, Sam Meeker, to their family tavern in Reading, Connecticut. Drenched in a soldier's uniform, Sam delivers news of the Minutemen's victory against the British in Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts, igniting fervent debates among the tavern's patrons. While Sam fervently champions the cause of colonial independence, his father staunchly advocates for loyalty to the British Crown. As tensions simmer, Sam confides in Tim his decision to join the colonial militia, further straining familial bonds. This pivotal moment marks the beginning of Tim's journey towards maturity, as he grapples with conflicting loyalties and the harsh realities of war. Sam's request for their father's musket, Brown Bess, symbolizes the irreparable rift within the Meeker family and foreshadows the challenges that lie ahead in their tumultuous journey through the Revolutionary War era. Tim is filled with horror. The musket holds significant importance within the family, serving both as a means of protection and a tool for hunting. Later that night, when Sam confronts their father to request the gun, a fierce argument erupts, culminating in Sam storming off. Tim overhears his father's sobs, adding to his distress over his brother's sudden departure. In his anguish, Tim seeks solace from Tom Warps, a nearby indigenous American, who reveals that Sam has sought refuge in his hut. Upon visiting Sam, Tim discovers him in the company of Betsy Red, a young woman aligned with the Patriot cause. It becomes evident to Tim that Sam has absconded with father's prized firearm. News arrives that Sam has returned to town, prompting Patriot soldiers to demand the weapon from their tavern. Tim, gripped with fear, rushes to Tom's hut to retrieve Sam and the musket. Upon their return, they find their parents shaken but unharmed, yet Sam flees once more. As months pass and the war looms nearer, Tim becomes entangled in clandestine missions. Despite father's stern prohibition, Tim ventures to deliver letters to a neighboring town, encountering Betsy, who disrupts his efforts, leading to failure. In late autumn of 1776, Tim accompanies father on their annual journey to Verplancks Point for trade. Along the way, they encounter rebel forces, but are saved by the timely intervention of fellow travelers. Arriving at their destination, they conduct their business successfully, but father's apprehension grows for their return journey. Opting for a shorter route due to heavy snowfall, father's fears materialize as they encounter the same rebels who previously accosted them. When father rides ahead alone to assess the situation, he is captured, leaving Tim alone and terrified, contemplating the daunting prospect of fleeing. Nevertheless, after weighing his options and contemplating whether to attempt a rescue mission for father, Tim determines that ensuring the safe return of the wagon to their home is paramount. This decision is driven by the imperative of securing their survival and sustaining their family business, with Tim thrust abruptly into the responsibilities of adulthood. By the spring of 1777, with father still missing and Sam enlisted in the Continental Army, Tim and mother find themselves shouldering the burden of running the tavern and managing all its affairs. Tragedy strikes when British soldiers launch a devastating attack on Reading, resulting in loss of life and destruction. Among the casualties is Tim's young friend, Jerry Sanford, who is taken prisoner as the British advance towards Danbury in pursuit of armaments. Following the withdrawal of the British forces, the Continental Army, including Sam, arrives in Reading. Sam reveals to mother and Tim that he has decided to re-enlist, prompting accusations of neglecting familial duties in favor of camaraderie. Tim receives the grim news of his father's demise due to cholera while in British captivity. With increasing responsibility falling upon him, Tim assumes a leadership role in the family's affairs. Despite their efforts to secure a stable future by acquiring 8 cows, Sam's advice to butcher the animals preemptively to evade Patriot troops looting comes to fruition. As tensions escalate, Sam's intervention leads to false accusations and his unjust imprisonment. Despite desperate attempts to exonerate him, Sam is sentenced to death by firing squad, leaving Tim powerless to prevent the tragic outcome. In the epilogue dated 1826, Tim reflects on his brother's abbreviated life. He recounts their relocation to Pennsylvania post-war, where he has found contentment in family life. However, lingering doubts persist regarding the necessity of the conflict, as Tim remains skeptical that there might have been alternative paths to achieving independence. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.